I was really taken aback today when I went to lunch and my intentions were, oh, I'm going to come on the show and I'm going to tell everybody how good this restaurant was. I still feel a little nauseated. Matter of fact, um, let me just say something, and that is that let me show you where I went to lunch today. Here we go. This was what I was showing everybody today. I had gone to lunch here and I was so excited because I was hungry and I hadn't eaten all day and I was really I had probably some breakfast or something. I was like, okay, well, this is going to be one of my new segments. Every Thursday before I go live, I'm going to go have lunch or Wednesday night I'm gonna go out to a club or do something Friday night whichever you about to the following week. So today I decided to do that. So that's a new thing that I'm trying. And today I went to Lola's in Long Beach. And if I could say one thing different about the way that their cuisine is, I would ask that the color, the seasoning match the color and the consistency of the food. Because what my issue was is that when I got my food, it looked very presentable and like it was going to be a delicious amount of food or delicious food, you know, but it did not turn out to be as good as I was hoping. It did not turn out to be as good as I was hoping at all. Oops, that's a picture of my desktop. A lot of people are like, "Why do you have all that stuff on your desktop?" Well, anyway, um, I thought that I had taken a picture of my plate, and I actually did take a picture of my plate, but I think I ended up posting it on my actual storyline so you could see it or what have you. But it was just not tasty at all. And I was so disappointed because I was like, you know, when they brought me my food, the little girl was nice. Her name was Corey. Corey was nice. I liked Corey. She was sweet. She had her beautiful orange eyeshadow. I loved it. But when I got my first plate, and when I got my first plate, it tasty. And so I asked her, I said, "Hey Corey, do you think that you could get me hotter food?" And she said, "Oh, well, let me go get the manager." I said, "No, no, no, no. You don't need to make a scene because I didn't come here for free food. Okay? This is the thing that I hate. They want to go get the manager, and that's fine. You want to go get the manager. I still like the manager should have come out and said something to me. Now, there was a man who brought the food to me, who I believe was the manager, but he didn't say anything to me. Matter of fact, he had a scowl on it, a skull look on his face like he was pissed off. So I had ordered something that had two plates, and the first plate he bought out, but it didn't have the main course on it. So he brings out the next plate, and the next plate he bought out, he sits it on top of the drink. You know how you have your menu for liquor. So the food was going to determine whether I order my Cadillac margarita or not, made with Patron, because you're not gonna put Jose Cuervo in my $20 drink and try to make me think it's Patron, because I'm gonna know it's not Patron, and then we are gonna have a problem. But anyway, I ain't even ordered the drink, so we didn't have to go there. But with that being said, he brought my plate and he sits it on top of a menu that's dangling off of the side of the table. And he's very unconcerned. He doesn't care. I said hi. You know, I was all happy and stuff. He didn't acknowledge me. He didn't say. He did eventually when he came back the second time. Said hi, and it really, really, this goes with the last segment. If you are a Latino business owner, an Asian business owner, and you see a black woman come in there, and it's me, don't treat me like somebody else. Do not treat me like Dina Marie. You don't know me, I don't know you. But guess what? I thought enough of you to come to your establishment, so the least you could do is be hospitable to me. I detest poor the reason for somebody to act nasty. I didn't do anything to you, but what I can say is the food is something. She asked me, did I want a box? And I said no. And I was almost like, disappointed that I selected that location for my lunch because not only did I have uh, a unpleasant experience by what I believe to be the manager who didn't introduce himself to me, but but also did not have a pleasant experience in the cuisine itself. It was very pretty in color, but what I can say is that the flavor did not match the color itself. And so I would have anticipated that it would have some nice robust flavor. No flavor. Didn't have like when I cook, I can tell how good it's going to taste by the way it smells. And I would assume that most people that are cooks would agree with me. But I did not like the Mexican food at Lola's. You may decide you want to try Lola on your own, and tell you as a connoisseur of Latino food, Los Compadres on Anaheim have been. Now they got a much to be desired about their customer service, but a lot of times and far be it from me to be show any ageism, but some people that are younger than I am may not, do not, and unfortunately are not showing that they can be a little bit more professional and be a little bit more customer service oriented when people come into the establishment. Yet again, I have experienced a bias in that particular restaurant as well. And I'm one of those people that will call and tell the manager. And I do that because if I don't tell them, they don't know. So if I call them and tell them, then you can't say you don't know. And so, I called the manager, and this particular night, I went into Los Compadres. And like I said, their food by far, I've not tasted any type of Mexican food in the city or the state of California. And I'm not saying there isn't one. I'm just telling y'all ain't told me about it. So if you got a better Latino Mexican food restaurant that you think I should taste that makes hell margaritas, let me know. Hit me up in the DMs, in the comments. Excuse me, because I will definitely go. But went in there. It was a Monday night game, and I thought I was really really tired, and I decided I was going to go in and enjoy myself and have me some good food and some good drink. So this particular night in at Los Compadres in on Anaheim in Long Beach, okay, I went, and the little person back there cooking the food, it really just pisses me off that you know maybe I don't know. I pictured them having this conversation, but I hope they didn't. But this is how I felt because this is how what they bought my food to look like. I always get the same thing. I always get, carne asada, well, tacos made with shredded beef and maybe pork. I don't know. This depends, but just typically I get beef. So they bought me a beef and a chicken, and I told them I don't eat chicken. But instead of them telling me that they were out of beef, they scraped the bottom of the pan that seemed to have been simmering all day, and it burnt. And when it burnt, they scraped the crunchy stuff from the bottom of the pan and put it on my taco. So when I got ready to bite it, obviously I felt splintery, and like I got so I used my napkin and I discarded it. And then I was like, is the maitre d here, the manager, blah blah blah. And the girl was started laughing, and it really it hurts my feelings because I am sensitive, but it hurt my feelings because I felt like, you think that this is funny enough to where you would do that to my food, and you don't even care about a tip because you automatically think that I'm not going to tip you when I'm a 25 to 30% tipper. If you treat me right, I'm treating you right because I know tips is where it's at. I'm not stupid. Like there are people that try to educate me on the status of my account, but gosh, please, I know what I need to do to get good service. So it just bothers me. I don't mind being educated. Don't get it wrong and don't get it twisted. I don't mind somebody giving me advice and lending me information. But what I just don't like is, if I come into your establishment and I'm ordering Latino food and you think I don't know what it's supposed to taste like or what it is supposed to have on it or whatever, that really pisses me off because you are disrespectful. And I would never ever treat you. If you came into my soul food restaurant, and I'm not no microaggression intended, but I'm African American, so the assumption could be that I make soul food. So if you came into my establishment and your fried chicken or your fried pork chop or your mashed potatoes and gravy didn't have the right amount of lumps or whatever, I'm going to accommodate you. Because bottom line is, customer service is a business that you have to know how to treat your customer. If you don't know how to treat your customer, then that's on you. And that's the reason why maybe things aren't thriving, or maybe they used to and no longer are. So, whatever the scenario is, make sure that you rep your city, okay? And make sure that you put good, fresh food on the tacos, okay? Craziness. Just craziness. But anyway, again, Lola, sorry, but I wanted to give you a thumbs up, but I cannot. So sorry. Maybe just sit down and think a little bit, take it to the drawing board, do one of those types of events where you have people come in and say you're vamping up your menu or whatever, and you redo the menu every 2 days because and I don't believe that there's a little Latino lady somewhere that's been cooking for years and all her family loves all her food where the food tastes like it tastes at Lola's. It's almost like Lola ran out of cooks. And I don't know, I ain't trying to disrespect you. I'm just telling you. And if it matters to you, you'll fix it. Like they ran out of cooks, but they decided to train Barbara's son down the street who's now turning 18 and he needs a job because Barbara's going crazy because he ain't paying her. They give him a job in the kitchen over here at Lola's. And what they basically doing is trying to teach him how to cook. And he can't learn in one night. I'm sorry. Today was the wrong day for y'all to treat Dina Marie to them tacos. Okay? So I'm sorry. But no. No is a go. And maybe next time you'll invite me and change your cuisine. Thank you. And I'm repping my city in the LBC. Like I said, if I had to choose a Mexican restaurant here, it would be Los Compadres on Anaheim in Long Beach. Peace. Have a good weekend, everybody. I'll see you next week.